A visually stimulating environment in whatever field you're working in has to be better than bare walls, a prison cell approach. I mean, a visually interesting environment must be of benefit to everyone who is in that environment.
Works of art once seen only in the rarefied halls of galleries are now coming off the walls and into the workplace. Developers and managers are increasingly acknowledging that artists can transform office spaces. Research has shown the benefits of art to office life. It improves working conditions and provides a source of discussion and communication. And probably most important of all, art in the workplace has been shown to encourage alertness and productivity. For much of the 80s, art in the office was restricted to the boardroom, management's expensive foible, kept well away from the masses. But by the end of the decade, that began to change. The caring, sharing 90s have seen a boom in the profit and pleasure principle.
The art for offices situation has tended to be dominated slightly by the banks, the financial sector, companies of that background. But that's opening up to a much wider spectrum now, because architects and designers are not just building banks all the time, and they're now planning the art into the working environment for manufacturing, for factories, for canteens. There's no reason why you can't look at anything in our physical space and improve it through using art.
Nowhere is this more evident than at a 29-acre office development in the heart of London, which boasts a number of outdoor sculptures. The objective here was to bring out the personality of the site and make public areas as important as the buildings themselves. This new civilizing approach to the built environment was recently recognized with a major award, pointing the way for more developers and architects to enhance their projects with an artist's touch. A number of companies have sprung up to cater for this growing and big spending clientele. With around 1% of a building's costs going on artworks, there's some major money to be made and a whole new market for struggling artists. Research has shown that more often than not, art is noticed when it's removed rather than when it's displayed. But does the art have the desired effect on the people it's meant to impress? If the evidence of a straw poll taken recently is anything to go by, people are in favor of art when they know what it is.
I suppose you could say that it might stimulate people to think a little bit more than just the papers and the work that they do from day to day.
Well, I think it's just nice to have something, you know, different to look at, and to have art all around you. Art is part of, you know, something that you see, not something you have to go into a gallery to see.
I think it's a good idea because, like, during the breaks, it's good to look at art, reflect on it. It helps people get back to their job and they go back and they're fresh. But the artwork here doesn't really add anything, and I don't have any inspiration from it. So I think they should have, you know, genuine art and not this modern art that's supposed to be art, but really it's not.
Most of the art used in offices and around buildings is decorative, the emphasis on art that complements the surroundings. But the water sculptures at London's Gatwick Airport have a practical use. They reportedly give off positive ions, relaxing passengers worried about flying. And as a spin-off, they've become a source of revenue. All the coins thrown in anticipation of the long journey ahead go to a charity designed to help anxious or distressed travellers.